everybody, I'm Dr. D Oracle and welcome to my channel. So, one thing I want to talk about today is I want to talk about the magnificent dream state. What are we doing when we're having dreams? How can we use those dreams in our waking life? And how can we willfully take ourselves into a dream without going to sleep? So, before I go into the topic of discussion, I would like for you, if you're not already subscribed, to subscribe to my channel and click the like button if you enjoy the content of this video. Another thing is that with this dream reality, we're coming into more of an age where it's seeming like it's quite normal. It's normal to be a dreamer. And as a Pisces, that's not really like something that you've always been supported or encouraged to do. It's always been that like get your head out of the clouds type of thing. But in this video, we're going to say that it's okay to dream if there is a good purpose for the dream. One of the things that our dreams really try to do is they try to bring us symbology and telepathy. And at that time, we can't speak. In the dream state, where often our mind is slowed down, we're able to commune with spirit and receive a divine message. Because we're not running around thinking about we got to put the children in the tub, or we need to cook dinner, or we got to go to work, or there's some event we need to attend. No. Our brain is relaxed. We go into theta and beta brain waves where we experience the stillness of our spirit. Not only are we experiencing the stillness of our spirit in the dream state, but we're breathing at a slow and even pace, allowing our body to recharge itself with our own spirit. Now we're breathing, we're not running fast, we're not walking around, we're not, doing all these things that have us where we're not living in the moment. So dream state is one of those only times that you will live in the moment. Not because you're forcing yourself to, but because you're recharging yourself. You're giving yourself so many hours where you're not talking, you're not thinking, you're not planning, you're not predicting. You are just existing, and you're in a relatively easy state for the beings in higher realms to communicate with you and to impart knowledge to you. That is one of the ways that the ancestors make contact with us sometimes. And I know because many people call me and say, I have had a dream. And the ancestors are coming through in a dream trying to deliver a symbolic message to them. And in this message, they may not understand fully what's being communicated. So that's what they contact me for. Another thing that's happening in dreams is that we're communicating with our spirit guides. Our spirit guides who are trying to lead us to our highest and greatest potential in this life. And so we have dreams with different themes going on that are trying to alert us. Some of us are having really kind of realistic dreams. And what I mean by that is that it happens in the dream state, but it manifests here. What's happening? What's going on when this is being picked up? This insight, this future prediction that we're picking up when we're asleep. Well, as I said, you're breathing in more of spirit. You're breathing in more of source. That source energy that you're connected to, that animates you and has you moving about. You're breathing more of that in. Not only that, but when you're tapping into that energy, that's the all. That's the everything. That's the one. That's all there is and all there ever will be. And so, with that being said, you are getting information and insight about any moment in time. And when it manifests here, you're like, wow, I dreamed that. I dreamed it. Well, you kind of did what I do when I'm doing a reading, which is I quiet my mind down and I still my mind to just slow it down. Just once I do that, I can see anything I want to see, just quiet. Right now, my mind is programmed. As soon as I go into a reading, I can pick it up. We essentially are gaining our spiritual senses in sleep. That is basically what I'm saying. So your clairvoyance is on when you're asleep. Your clairaudience is on when you're asleep. Your claircognizance is on when you sleep. Everything is on. Okay. Everything is on. And so with that being said, you're doing just like a psychic can do when they're awake. So how do we take ourselves into a dream state while we're awake? How do we do that? Well, you have to train your mind to do that. Some of us do that with different forms of meditation. That could be yoga or mindful meditation, or, just other simple exercises, breathing exercises, and different forms of playing with that energy, that source energy. And during meditation, when you sit in that power and you begin to take in more of that power, but you do it consciously, you can do an altered state and have a dream in an altered state, but you're still awake. I would make this elixir, and I still do. In fact, I'm going to make some maybe next weekend. That it's for the pituitary gland, and you drink it, and then after you drink this elixir, then you would go ahead and do your meditation about an hour later, and you would go into the altered state. They will click, let you know if that's the spirit guides coming through in a dream, because maybe you ask a question and you need to know the answer, and so you do that next so that you could go into an altered state or a dream state, get the information from your spirit guides, and then consciously wake up. I mean, a dream happens within 5 minutes, and then you consciously wake up and you recall the dream. Now you're remembering the dream state, and you know what the dream is telling you, and you can take that information and go ahead and start working with that information here. A lot of people are already doing this. Some people call it lucid dreaming, okay? But the main thing is to get yourself in a state of consciousness where you're not thinking. You're just mostly being like an observer, okay, for the most part. So that's basically it. I'm not going to be making too many long videos anymore. I'm trying to make them short as possible. But one of the things that you can do to increase your dream states, you can take a certain amount of herbs, certain kinds of herbs before you go to bed. Do a search on herbs that make you dream. Mugwort should definitely come up, along with things like blue lotus, okay, Mexican dream herb, okay. So that's just 3 of them that you can look up for yourself and really research the properties if you're into getting psychic information through dreams, okay? You don't have to be a psychic medium to work with dreams. You can work with dreams regardless. I frequently pick up people's dreams in a reading, which is very, very interesting. And I like to divine dreams. Some of the dreams are also coming from our own cosmic consciousness, trying to get us to understand our place in the universe, not just this particular dimension of 3D. But when I say our place in the universe, I mean who you are in source, like spiritually speaking. And so that's really important, and that's one thing that psychic work and dream work and work in all of these other dimensions show us, is that we need to know ourselves in totality and understand who we are in connection to the cosmos and to source energy. That is the bottom line. So please, 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 if you like this video, make sure you click on that like button and make sure you subscribe. See you next time.